confident on any of my approaches. The only one where I feel relatively good on is B site. A site is so challenging to take. It depends also on what your composition is going to be, which we should actually talk about, because composition is, and just like that, Brax is actually going to get picked by Stewie right away, right out of the gate. So the Cypher is out of here. Lose out on that one. And then
I think, yeah, look at those comps. You can just say there's a Phoenix on one and a Jet on the other. Otherwise, you have the same comps, right?
Mm-hmm. Which
makes it interesting. They favor that breach a bit more.
I favor the Phoenix.
Yeah, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Oof. AZK finds one from tens, and again, Ghost being favored here as the pistol to start off for quite a few people. You see the headshots it can whip out, but it's still people with the classic that can just double headshot you amaze me. Sometimes they walk around the corner and they make it seem like it's just easy as pie. Oh, watch out. That's the one-way Cypher trap. They don't want to go peeking that. He puts it just up top the double box right next to Ska there, and it doesn't grow all the way down to the ground.
Some holds that you'll see is the Heaven hold. Also players that usually will be hanging out behind this, maybe like more towards showers. You got the plant. It's going to be in place here, right in front of the truck. Steal headshot on, but Ska, he tried to even the score there. 1v2. It's going to be up to Shroud by himself as he's watching a bomb site.
Great peeks, just back and forth. They're trading each other. The retribution kills coming out, and they're making sure that they're creating more than a 1v1 with their teammates behind them. 21 for Hiko here. There's a bit of turbulence on his plane. I saw that too. The sun was in his eyes as they passed 10,000 feet, and he goes down.
We did jump a bit on that one. That was Shroud's POV, but even then, the turbulence still. The turbulence still.
No, I'm not. I'm just using static. I'm just static.
You know, we're seeing what you're seeing, by the way, chat.
That's a big one to win. And now we'll see what Summit feels he's got under the belt. So actually not a lot of utility. He's saying, I want full armor, not light armor. I need to take that defensive position, and he's going to bulldog it up. But he does have another smoke 3 away from his alt orbital strike.
Oh, there's that very common smoke on well, actually 2 very common smokes breaking down on the shower side, and then of course creating just disruption in the mid on A.
I can shift.
Cypher traps were there, trying to help out a little further out though, but enough to throw some people off guard, and they get the orb. So that whole play, those smokes were intended specifically for the orb grab. The neutral orb that, you know, I think a lot of people kind of underrate. It is very useful. Very useful.
Yeah, it really is. A lot of people run by and they just are like, oh, I need to go somewhere. But if you have time, grab it.
Yeah. You have the opportunity.
Steal.
Man, good to see Steal back in familiar territory.
Yeah, Steal and Stewie just absolutely destroying that site. We'll go over to Elige and see what he's popping with. He has himself a Spectre. He's going to save it 2,700. I like that save. He'll be coming up big next round with a bit more.
So you guys were
him can do.
You guys were asking for it, and chat, we got you covered. We got a body in Observer. We're now looking at the Observer feed in game.
I was wondering. I was like, "Where's this wizardry?" I forgot. This is great.
There's the wizardry. So you'll know who we're on. If you look at the minimap, you'll know who we're on because you'll see the player icon on the minimap is white. The Observer has, you know, some things to be desired, but it isn't necessarily the clearest at times. But we're gonna roll with this for a little while as we jump over now.
AZK hanging out and see if Brax is entering the site. They know somebody's in hookah right now. They just had him on a trap, but all of them are now rotating over from that A side.
And this camera's going to catch him. This camera should catch him. He hasn't switched to the camera. Now he has. Okay, so he switched to the camera. He gets the intel. He goes for the poke, but Elige punishes him as soon as he comes around the corner. Oof. Green will be Team Summit, and red is Team Shroud. When we go into the half, it will switch sides. And then we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yep, you can see that defensive rook over on Summit on the left side, top of your screen, and Summit on your screen. He's actually pretty low down, 35 health, which means his Cypher is even lower. Elige down to 16, just half his. And they're going to try to hide out. Camera placement is down, and using that camera placement, I always tell a golden boy when I'm playing with people, just check your mini map when I'm in my camera. You'll see the coins that you see on the mini map right now pop up as soon as your camera detects somebody. So you can sit in your camera in a safe spot and just 3 or 4 coins will pop up if they're trying to split a site. You can go out of your camera and start to attack those positions. It's super nice. I love it. Like I told Golden Boy today, I'm like, early life of a cipher in round is just sitting there looking at your camera, and it's pretty chill.
Yeah. Why poke? Why poke if you don't have to?
Exactly. Don't poke the bear. So they did get a round in. That actually feels pretty good for the attacking side here. Brax and squad of Shroud are doing what they can now towards that B side, and looks like Jet will work over by Showers alone.
All right. The thing I love about the observer mode, which I think goes without saying, chat, and I'm sure everyone is aware, just being able to see the minimap and know where everyone is located, where all utility is being placed, like cipher cams, all of that, that's there. Because you're going to have 2 bodies that are going to be over by the Showers, and Shroud working that angle, trying to draw as much attention as he possibly can. 10 takes out Brax. This is going to be just the... I believe you're gonna have 2. You're gonna have the I think the breach, or is that hard to tell actually? But I believe it is going to be the
Breach
Phoenix,
and Brim.
the Phoenix and the Sage playing playing
indeed,
B site, yeah, and then Breach and Brim, holding together. Boomer squad on A.
Absolutely. So
Along with sneaky leash.
Ooh, see, look at this. So the patience of the cat and mouse game. And we're seeing an over-rotation here. Saying, yeah, I'm going to rotate, but wait, smoke, so now I'm leaning back towards A. Sage is going to instant rotate out. And now this might be the time that attackers want to go fast. The rotation's already happened, and now they have to deal with the full team.
There goes the orbital strike. Steel's going to back away. Maybe thinking that someone be pushing around on Showers. 10 kills Shroud. AZK headshot there. Liege is going to get 2 out of that one. Now it's up to Hiko here, as Hiko is quickly dealt with by Summit. 3-1 for Team Summit.
That's going to burn for Shroud's team. They're definitely hurting on money. An awkward way to go into the 5th round is the 3-1. So, ouchies. We'll see what they can do. It's going to be a little bit low on money, but we'll have to see from their team as well what they have purchased. I like that spot. Not always seen right away. If you place it too high, it gets caught off by the ribbons, but you're always going to have a bit of vision in hookah. So you can choose to kind of mess with it in there and figure different things out. Also, if you like Cypher, mess around with traps in the hookah area. There's a lot of circular things you can put the traps on that give it a really cool angle to trap somebody up in. Shroud has ulted. Who's going to lose their head?
Phoenix and Sage over by B, playing real close to hookah. And they know that Shroud ulted. They heard that indication. Traps go down, and there is 10. Oh, on top of the ice. Look at that. And then Hiko, he just wants to sweep them through, just clean it out. That is going to expose B site, but here comes a rotation now from Brimstone. Orbital strike was out too. Didn't really catch anyone with that one. Hiko, what a shot from him. We weakened the defender there to about half health on the Cypher.
Rolling Thunder is out.
Brax helps out.
Oh, he didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
He was so concussed.
Hiko is just ready here, man. And okay, so then the push is now going to be coming from hookah. I think they might believe that someone is still going to be located in the back defender side, but I think that jump from Steel may have indicated to them, if they heard it, if he drops down there, he has to be really careful. I mean, no sound so far. Now a lot of movement. Now a lot of movement as he looks down to try and deny his head. As a headshot, he had to avoid it, but Hiko is still going to get his target anyway.
Just gross. Cannot gloss over the entrance for Hiko into that. An instant headshot on one, and not even a spray transfer. Instant click headshot on the other person. That is unheard of. Like, those are the kind of things that do not happen all the time, but are things you can reach in your caliber of play if you're Hiko. And I would be surprised if we saw something similar, but to do that on 1 and 2 people at a close range, under pressure, that is some ridiculous skill.
Hands down, for a lot of the content creators, that have been out there, my favorite to watch has been Hiko, because I've just learned a lot from the angles that he holds, it's just everything that he does, the way that he sprays, to just the details on how he also uses Breach. I'm not a good Breach. I don't think I'll ever really bother playing Breach, but I enjoy living vicariously through Hiko and watching him play Breach, because it's great. What he's able to do with Breach is fantastic. Shroud does have a mark on someone, but he backed away. That was a smart play there from the enemy Breach to just drop back, don't look to engage in his fight. That was Steel, the veteran. He goes to A short. Maybe hears the... No, he does not hear the rotation to B site.
Oof, fault line coming through Hookah. No indicator that Stewie was hit to the opposing team. Breach doesn't kind of get an awareness. So Stewie's going to play it. I like not using the flash. Check it without using curveball. Don't give yourself up. Still holding an angle that he wants, but a great shoulder peek coming out of the opposing team. Will the attackers be able to do it? Stewie comes up with one. But AZK fast on the return kill.
He flashed so many of them there around the corner. You saw their faces covered with that white smoke, indicating that their vision was impaired at that time.
Ooh.
As soon as that bomb is placed, the spike planted, Shroud's team, or excuse me, Summit's team dissipates. It's going to be Summit left alive in the back. Good headshot there on Hiko. They planted that bomb, I believe, further ahead in Brax, around the corner on the defender's side. Over here in the hallway. It's going to end that streak. 3-3 now, Riv. 3-3.
Yeah. Ridiculous. I saw people mentioning the coins on the floor, the portraits of people. We actually saw it almost getting in the way of AZK there. It is a choice whether to have coins, whether to have bodies. You can choose it back and forth. Some Sage players like the coins because you can instantly identify somebody to res. You can also have blood, or you can just have kind of spark shots on. So a lot of ways you can change what you're seeing on the ground, the information you're getting. Bodies, when they fall, won't always necessarily fall in the direction they were shot. So you can't really gather directional shot information. I shot somebody in the face yesterday going on Haven into B, and they were getting hit from somewhere else, so they flew sideways. So if I did walk up there, it would have looked like they died from a position. So you can't correlate that information, but I just like the bodies more. Knowing I took them down or threw them into the teleporter, if you shoot them back in, it's always fun.
Yeah, the little details that you can switch on and off. Ooh, we got Bucky play, by the way. Some Bucky play. Hope you're happy.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Sheriff's there. So Steel draws the fire. And the Bucky answers and finishes. He's going to draw out now as somebody's coming through the teleporter. They want to give support to each other. And it looks like they're going to try to pinch in. They have lost one, but it seems like they're on a bit of a save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
Oh, man. That would have been brutal.
That would have been a skull cracker for sure. 45 seconds left on this one. A nice wall onto the teleporter is not going to let them out right away. But everything seems held up in sight. They're gummed up here, not being able to get in. And nobody has the bomb right now. So that's going to be an efficient thing to have as they move further into the site.
Brimstone will pick it up on the rotation. There's Summit.
Yep. That's the 15 seconds. Here we go. Oh, he's going back to A.
Are they really going back for it?
They have it covered on Joe. Doesn't even matter.
Does not matter. Summit was trapped inside of that room too. He was trying to like dip around there, cause distraction.
Yeah.
Create any kind of just really pull attention over to him, because you know that guy's going to be there, so everyone's looking. You had a few players that were tucked away over by Fountain. And that was a clean round there, and the lead as well for Team Shroud.
All right. Wall immediately? Oh, fault line was coming through.
Yeah, and he usually walls and then plays on top of it. He did that at least 2-3 rounds now.
You're right.
So if you see 10s into kill feed, Shroud through the smoke. I think he was listening for the audio indicator on picking up the orb. Dashing away, Shroud. Ooh, Steel. Knew exactly where the poke was going to come through, so he just had to pre-fire that just a smidge. Summit, very, very weak. But Steel, as he draped back over to the other side on the ace side. Wow, ends up paying for that one.
They're rocking it too. The AZK's aim here with this Phantom, able to take down the Vandal from across the map. This wall, again, my favorite wall. As long as nobody's going showers, or if somebody does, I apologize that I block them off, but that wall makes it so easy for you to create 2 more angles, right? Once that first piece of wall is broken, you have something else to slice the pie with right here. Angle for him. Tens is able to hit it first as Hiko even knew he wanted to shoot.
Oh, Brax!
Brax!
Brax off of the breach. Concussion! They knew where they were. So when they concussed him, Brax went in for the challenge. That was just... Oh, that was nuts. I just love plays like that. Like coordinating how you push on that. That's why breach is so strong.
On that point, I don't think we've seen any, really. We've seen a few, but it doesn't amount to any yet of the stuff we will be able to see that people will combo. Yeah, the simple ones are the slow field from Sage and the Brimstone ult, right? But there are so many more that you can be shocked and awed by we haven't even seen yet. And I'm really excited to see what people come up with. I mean, we know Mendo and team are one to always do that, and Kefri, people we've seen today, so they'll be there soon.
They will. All right, well, that was a sick play there from what they did. It's still going to be 4-4.
Heck yeah.
That you could just, for me personally, watching other players play, besides me getting a chance to play, but watching other players play, I geek out because there's so many things that you can do that's just so freaking cool in this game. And if you manage to understand how to create that synergy with your teammates, it just becomes poetry in motion. Oh, wait a minute.
The fear into steal as he thought that was a flash.
Yeah.
You always turn. Camera check from Brax. Looks like we'll get a little firefight here in Hookah before it. Oh, Brax push!
Yeah, and Steel went right back in for it too. Brax has been just... His shot is nasty. And he also just has this great timing. It's something that you just have to have the game sense for, the intuition. Oh, no. Okay. Well, Shroud was playing Jet, which means I could dash away from this one if I get caught in a bad spot. But Summit, unfortunately, can't do the same thing as Ska. Obliterate Summit.
Corner.
They only have a few seconds, though. And the bomb has been planted. Spike in play. Here comes Stewie. 2 players up ahead. Elige. There you go. Ooh. Dynamite shot there from Elige with the Guardian. He basically could do that all day. Fortunately,
well, he's gonna have to here.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. He's got 4 players that he needs to contend with, and just again shots. Yeah, you just walk away from that one, man. Tip your hat. Nasty shots.
He says maybe.
Does he go for it?
Oh, he's got 15. He lives on the way down. He's got a few shots to hit here. Oh, just over the head.
Oof. What is it? 3 shots and then you're painting.
And touch.
3 shots and then you're painting, right? With the Guardian.
Yeah, 3 shots and then you're painting. That's what I feel. I mean, 3, you at least have to let it reset after 3, because if you keep trying to fire, it's just like somebody came over and kicked your gun straight up in the air. 5-4, we're moving around 10 here. Oh, this is exactly what we expected coming into the semifinals for these teams. I cannot wait to see who's going to be facing Tim the Tatman. I think both will put up a great fight. Who's going to earn it? We see a save coming in now from Shroud or Summit's team. See how they handle this.
All right. Let's see here. More of a focus on B side. You got your Sage watching on rotation, which is good. That's like the spot where the Sage really thrives. Sage, when you are playing Sage with bomb or pushing up on site, Sage can be good, depending on where you put it. But Brax, even though they're on eco, it's still impressive. Oh, and never mind. Equally as impressive is Tens. With that Sheriff just ripping people's faces off.
Tens of headshots. Oh, he gets seen just through the bottom side. Slowfield comes out, and Hiko knows that angle. They're slowly coming in. Another Sheriff here. This is already a good save, or a decent save with 2 down, right? They're getting the guns out of the hands of the attackers as AZK pushes through. Easy plan is to get a bit of that money back. And now it is up to Summit. Can he climb it? Will it be able to happen here? It's going to be a tough hill.
Yeah, he's got a classic As you mentioned, there's just nothing really to pull away from this. And he's making a ton of noise in the back. Maybe the molly, perhaps, or not. You know, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start shooting that molly over the edge. Over
Every time.
Yeah, on the other side. There's like no real reason for... I mean, you can push if you're trying to molly out the person on corner, but there is just... Yeah, you
a lot of the times too, I'll fire that off from over there, even if it be a Sova dart or something with grenade physics, and while it's traveling over, I'll attack, right? Because that's the distraction. Their eyes are taken off a moment, and sometimes people just don't care and they'll shoot you, and that happens, right? But giving yourself that opportunity to create a different scenario than what your enemy is expecting, it can be a big upgrade to your take of the site. Just creating distractions, make chaos in their brain.
Create distractions, get the upper hand. Even though it's 1v2, 1v3, you're not out of it until it says lose or win. Oof. Okay, I was about to say, this is Shroud's perspective we're looking at. Yeah. But for a moment,
what?
I was like, gay? Did he really do that? But it's Steel's watching Belong, and the smoke right at the perfect moment. Ska went for the challenge.
That's a great point. Really use that utility well to get a distraction peak.
It's also not, it doesn't disorient you, but the visual is disorienting.
Right, and it does have proximity, right? You're hearing it get closer and closer. It's just something else to think about.
And thinking is half the battle.
That it is.
Or
that it is. A lot of times when my brain's turned off when I'm playing this and my score is just negative as hell. All right, they're going to be teleporting over, Golden Boy. Looks like they might get a rush here through showers, and the commitment is also too short A, so this is what they want. Oh, this is my man right here, Lige. Let's go.
Yeah. He hasn't got to do anything. He's just chilling.
Dude, this is the Cypher round. This is what I was talking about. I'm hanging until I got to fight.
Oh, you want to push shower? Okay, great. I got a cage for you. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Boom.
There's Summit. He's helping him out on the high ground. But Elige, it was a little wild there on the spray. That Phantom kind of got out of his hands a little too fast. Thankfully, his teammates help him out. And that is it. Well done. As we are now going to be going into round 12.
Yep, great hold there. Elige went down, but look how much time he created for his team to get back in. Absolutely crazy stuff as he's able to just really control what was happening in the site, how it was happening. And he went down, but you take one down with you. When I used to play, I'll say semi-professionally because I was never on a professional team, we had a saying, and my buddy would say, if you go down, just try to take two with you. And if you can, you have literally just done more than you need to in that round. And that's what we would try to achieve.
Well, when I used to compete in Halo, it's the same thing. In Halo, it's like a respawn is valuable. If you get a kill, that's a win. But also another one in Halo is just put shots, because team fire is everything in a game like that. So
for sure,
there's always like those rules, you know, where you find value from your life.
Follow that code.
I did play with a guy though the other day who just wanted me to bait for him constantly. He was just like, he would do it every round. He'd be like, "Hey, Golden Boy, do you mind baiting for me here?" I'm like, "Dude, why don't you bait for me, bro? Like, spike. Excuse you?
Just casting you out.
Hey, Golden Boy, I'm pushing hookah. Can you bait for me? No, I don't want to bait for you.
Yo, be my human sentry. Oh my word.
So if someone does that in your games, by the way, guys, you tell them no. Okay, unless it's like a friend, unless it's like part of the strategy, but even then. Look at that. Look at that, Brax, dude. Brax, just everything about you. It's so good. It's so clean.
Look, opening the site, a huge attribute to have, that first confident shot. You see it from AZK, you see it from Brat and Brax. They're both on the same team. It's going to be a deadly combination when it comes time. And now they could tie this one up.
Don't forget
if
too,
the
when
defenders can get back into sight.
Yeah, when Tens goes through the
oh, there's that angle.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Let's go,
bro,
baby.
That's nuts.
Let's go.
That's nuts.
That's what I was talking about.
Look, and even right
they're
here.
trying to play that. Yeah, you
Oh.
try to play it. So the way I've actually seen it is played towards the inside, because you see the outside makes him open up a little too far and allows them a very big angle. You play it towards the wall and at the other angle, like if you were to put it up to the right, then you're pinched towards the wall. They don't have as much peeking, and they're choked to even get out onto the box only, which is not where they want to go.
Wow. I totally
Today, a
get
lot
it
of
now.
people learned.
Today I learned.
I honestly didn't want to see that and didn't want to mention it. I saw Fraud doing it in a custom game we had the other day, and he destroyed us with it. And Mr. Danny was hoping that didn't spread to other minds, but it seems like it has. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Someone in chat asking if Raze is banned. No, it's not banned.
Is Raze banned?
Raze should never be banned. And
no, Raze is not banned. I think everybody was just like, you know what? Not this time. They're realizing, I think, in a bit of the competitive integrity of these, that you're not going in the spaces where she's going to nade. You know when she has her ult because it's indicated on the map. You play around it. And we were talking about that a little bit earlier.
yeah, like, again, is Raze powerful? Yes, Raze is powerful. If you are someone like myself who is, you know, not the best and you play Raze, you can actually shine because of what Raze is capable of doing. And
oh my God,
Steal! What a shot from him.
Dude, that's the classic thing I was talking about. You going up against a team against ghosts who buy, oh my Lord, who buy it so they can kill you, and he just classics 2 faces off.
I love that gun.
Whoa!
Dewey securing 1 there. And just the angle again. Just the angles. Dude, the angles. Oh my gosh.
Trigonometry is in effect.
Is it trigonometry or is it I mean, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I didn't really pass math in high school. I mean, New York public education system back in early 2000s was rough.
A little
let me tell
y2
you.
minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Dude.
Put that wall where you need it and then Pythagorize it.
Yeah, Pythagorize. That's right. I don't know what a Pythagorize is. You could have made that word up and I still would have believed you. But
it's partially made up. You are correct.
What I do know is that the trigonometry of that particular play was disgusting. I love the wall placement that I'm seeing from the Sage, and I'm writing notes. And I think everyone else, if you're a Sage main, which there are a lot of us, there are not just dozens, there are double the dozens of us. Make sure you get out there and jot some notes down. But here we go. 7-6 as we're on board with Team Summit. Now, remember, as we had noted before, I think Team Summit, this is going to be the half. No, the half is up next after this, if I'm correct. Yeah. And then the colors will switch sides. So just giving you guys a little warning before we end up going into the halftime. And if you guys are confused, but Stewie, even though...
Oh, wait, this is second, because they're gun second.
Oh, yeah, this is.
This is around 14.
Yeah. You're right. Sorry. See again, mathematics.
Okay.
Mathematics.
Because Steel had the crazy classic round.
That's right. I'm telling you, chat. I don't know anything about math. I'm just...
We went on a tangent about math, and then we
went on a tangent about math and it failed math.
When you do that, you literally just opened up Newton's law of Pandora's box, so you can't help it.
And I bet you there's like one douchebag in the chat. He's like, oh, we got gold boy so bad. And it's like, I don't give a crap about you, human. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, my word.
1v2. AZK.
What's he doing?
AZK knows that someone's in the corner. Oh, the camera. The camera right at the perfect moment. That stupid Cypher camera. God.
You love it.
Yeah, thank God we do have Riv paying attention, Will. Isn't that great? I know you hate me too, buddy. It's okay. I saw him hate me in the chat quite a bit. It's perfectly fine, though, man. Thanks for the view.
All right, we are all tied up. Exactly what we wanted from this game. So we will see. Actually, I want to see scoreboard. I want to see if the Phoenix or the Jet is like Phoenix or Jet diff. Because in League, we say like diff as in difference for a position. If you just got crushed, you're like jungle diff. So we'll see if it's Phoenix or Jet diff coming in here. Or if somebody else is carrying next time. By my terms, they don't hit tab half enough. I usually have that up while I'm fighting people.
You're just tabbing out. Okay, guys, I got
just
one.
Checking the scoreboard all day. I don't know. It like refreshes me, gets my screen ready. Well, I love this double peek. Look at this, back and forth, work an angle with each other. So if the shots come out, you're giving the opponent a really weird situation to look at.
Shroud hangs back over here. We got Few players pushing up on B Fountain.
Molly's ready. Slow take on this one. They're just... I think they're trying to draw out a lot of utility for this round. I believe both teams have a bit of money. And we see you Breach's fault line already used. Tens is coming in. So they do have utility. I think they're just trying to suck it out of the team right now. Of the defenders. And they're into the site. That's the trap. Beautiful one to cut off elbow, but you have to use it. That trap does, or that gate does not stay up very long. You'll see it's gone by now. And then they are going to have to take it. Nice shot by Elise to open this one up and start things in the favor of the defender. Or, yeah attackers.
And he was able to hold down on both of those traps, too.
Yep.
So it just creates more confusion in the backfield. They have executed on site nicely. There's going to be that hookah battle. Out of charge. Will take place. The Brimstone.
Oh, my word. They're coming up.
Dancing around this here. Yeah, they're right behind him on B Hall. This is
what
an
a
angle.
game of cat and mouse.
Ooh, that's an angle. That is an angle, but is now just a Cypher. And Ska cleans him up, ending the round and giving his team the lead. 8-7. This has been such a great game. Team Shroud. And what's wild, too, is Shroud's, like, bottom fragging, but even then, I'm sure if we go to Shroud's POV, he's probably going to just do something insane, you know?
Oh, of course. Of course. A lot of the times, too, you find yourself, you can bottom frag in Valorant. I mean, it happens in each game when you're site taking, but if you're heading to a site, your team's been taken down, you're also going against utility. And a lot of the times in the early rounds, you're going to say, yeah, I have a Vandal, but it's 4-0, and this 3v1 is something I have to push. So you're probably not going to win a 3v1 against utility. So then you go down more. You haven't gotten a kill yet. The next few rounds are still at the other bomb site, and you're trying to take it from 3 or 4 members. Score does not really mean everything. We saw that with Tim the Tatman in our last game, where he opened up the site at the bottom of it and won him a few rounds in a row because of it.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't
that's
tell
true.
the full story, and it is hard to kind of look through that sometimes.
Yeah. And I think also, too, as a note, when discussing a player like Shroud, he is the kind of individual that just can turn on the switch.
I love that point.
Yeah, I would say very quickly.
Yep.
So look for him potentially to be a threat here, as all these players are. We're watching some pretty awesome play between some CS vets. People who have been at this for such a long time. Seal's going to get that.
Phoenix ult going in. Gonna run it back. He takes down the trap wire to start things off. I like this. The full team's going in. That's the fault line extended from Breach out from spawn. Now it is going to be a Breach ultimate on the attacker's side. And Brimstone for the defenders. We'll see if that comes into play. Here it is. Orbital strike goes down.
Oh, Brax. He got 3 kills there. He just shut it all down just like that. Insanity. Again and again and again. Brax he has been so good for Shroud and his team.
Absolutely ridiculous. 17-4, 4 kills higher than anybody on his team, and beautifully utilizing assists there to Ska with that ultimate to disperse the enemies in the site, and Brax was able to say thank you very much. Keep himself on the top of that kill board. Now we're coming in to round 17 with a 2-round lead here in favor of Brax's team and Shroud.
Think about also how Brax held corner, waited for the smoke to go away, made no noise, did not poke out, did not try and engage the fight. But what's more impressive was the kill, immediate recognition that there were 2 people that were going to look to hightail it over to B Garden, and he was able to just transfer his shot. The crosshair placement, absurd there from Brax. He's been on another level in this entire game, this best of 1.
See if he gets the opening shot again. I wouldn't be surprised if he kept being on the front line here. Stewie takes down Hiko.
Still poking the corner. Ooh, yeah.
Good flash.
Yeah, good flash, and also just a good read from the Cypher to bail out, you know? Ska gets a double kill. And there's Brax bringing back I think that was the kill that he had earlier on B Long, and then Ska, a 3rd kill for him.
That stim pack is going to... So the fire rate of the Phantom is already faster than the Vandal. So having that stemmed up with what was going to give you the better recoil from the Phantom anyways, oh my word, that is a deadly, deadly gun. Because if you don't, in a general firefight, if you don't hit your first Vandal shot on somebody close to the Phantom, they will be able to take it.
Holding that angle, expecting a person to be on top of the boxes. Don't really have anyone that can get onto the upper box, but certainly get up onto the mid box that's there. And Steel will run into one, and Ska 4 kills in that round, giving him a 10-7 lead for Team Shroud.
Getting closer and closer to those moments. Okay, good. You see money a bit here. 27, 37, 22, 39. That's after the bye. So you have this round actually taking the funds down quite a bit. We saw a lot of operators. I think we saw 3.
Really?
That's huge. Maybe at least 2. Because that cash flow went down pretty fast. So 2 is not too bad. 3, you're really getting scared. I don't think any even map an old tactical FPS in a competitive game you'd say buy 3 ops. But they are definitely going hard on this round. So high funds all around. We're gonna get a double gun round or a gun attack from each team, I should say, as I don't even know how to word. And they're going to go for Hookah to start this one off as they are trapped out for a quick second.
Yeah, and the Cypher was tucked in that B corner there. Steel was just on the hunt. He knew he had the Cypher on the run. The flash came through, and then Cypher bailed out, tried to just get as far away as he could from that with getting cover from his teammates. That also is another just great wall, by the way, because it's a vertical wall that just you can play right behind it if you need to. Yeah. And he certainly will. He also has this angle right on the side too. Steel, that's 2-3 for Steel, and the spike planted.
Oh my word, Steel my heart.
It's just Ska alone. That wall was a thing of beauty. People will poke out and then throw the wall on B Hall, but if you play the wall there in the edge, like there's just it becomes difficult to just fight out of it. And then there's also like where do you choose to break the wall, right?
Exactly. So that wall is the wall you want to place coming into the site. A lot of times people will run in and just wall off the door to the site, which allows them to still go back through the elbow area. So putting that just straight onto the site wall or onto the site into spawn and into site is great. You're good point on that one. Stewie coming up with a kill there. They stop the bleeding just a little bit and bring themselves up by the bootstraps here to pick up round number 8 on their side. As we move to round 19, we did see a lot of the operators on the other side. We should see some armor buys and guns for defense, but they may not have all utility to use to keep out the attackers. And this is their time to get the rounds back.
I always loved in Overwatch when I casted that, and you'd get 12 ults online. You call the Clown Fiesta.
Oh my word.
Because you're just going to see all these sparkles and flashes. It's not quite the same thing here in this game, but there's a lot to work with. And Shroud at B-Long sends
Somebody
one
said bottom of the
right
scoreboard. What?
Yeah, exactly. But that's exactly what it is, you know? Like, yeah, Shroud's bottom of the scoreboard. Who the hell cares? Because then you'll poke B-Long and he'll get a nasty shot with the op just like that. And then you've given your teammate an opportunity. You've had them waste their revive.
Exactly.
There's just that right there, the kill, the revive, everything value.
And that is smart from his end too. Getting just a little bit of refresh on what he's looking at, a little flavor into the map play. He's been in the same spot. They're finding a precedence on him. He says, let me go B real quick. He's already back in A, right? So he is really playing it well to service himself into a position for more kills. 50 seconds left on this round. Everybody has an ult up except for Sage. This could get crazy. I don't even think they're going to have time to use them. And this will show you the pace of the game, right? A lot of ults are up. But with 30 seconds left, how much time is there to use them? Can you even res and get that Sage res into bait? The side take's going to happen fast, Golden Boy. There's 30 seconds left.
There was one inside of the cage. They just, again, there is a lot of movement back and forth. A bit of a seesaw effect over here. Steel, he's going to push forward, but there is Brax, who was waiting like a rat low. That's what I was concerned about. The Rolling Thunder now. You got to get this bomb down. You have time to do so. As now the push is going to be coming around from B Halls. He gets him, and he gets the kill. They do not get the opportunity to plant the bomb. He just needs to stay alive. He gets another kill, and that is the clutch win, 11-8. everything fell apart at those final moments. There was a full rotation 2 times from the defending side, and they still managed to do it. Hiko was the hero of that round, without a doubt.
Absolutely amazing stop into the site. The Rolling Thunder completely taking the attackers off guard. Coming down to that tight in a round, you have to be aware of the ultimates that are ready. They were just as aware as you are if there is a raise rocket in the round. It's a tough one to do because you probably already committed to something when Rolling Thunder starts coming at you, and Hiko there just playing inside the minds of his opponents.
Really interested in that B long fight, by the way. There was the Cypher had poked and placed camera down, and I think the other Cypher caught wind of it and was like, nope, not gonna take this, not worth it, I'm just gonna get out of here. So defending Cypher just turtles right back into base. You don't really need to, you're fine, you don't have to go any further than that. There's a concussion though. Stewie just backs away slowly, and they do have a jet to get up on top of the box. You also have the Sage, but you'll know the Sage is on top of that box because of the ice wall that would be put down. Stewie gets flashed. He has to hug that left corner, which is exactly where he goes to. Just make sure he doesn't expose himself. And just like that, they got the indication that someone was inside of Showers, walled it off, and then the run it back was used. But Stewie still gets a kill for it, though.
He still made it out. I think he got 12 seconds on run it back. You can take the enemies by surprise as it lasts quite long. It's just at that moment, you're just hoping it wears out as it runs at you. And Stewie comes up big, finding Hiko. He's not going to have the same round he did last time, but it is the 2v1 as Brax starts to head over. What can he do? 20 seconds, I believe, to grab a body to use that uplink of Cypher's ultimate. So I don't think he's going to find any fresh bodies lying on the ground to figure out where his opponents are.
No, but he is, if he kills Stewie, then he does it. Gets the intel. This is going to be the fight. As soon as he pokes around this corner. There it is. And Brax gets the kill. Now he's just got to look for where this other player is going to be positioned. And he's further back out.
Off your feet!
He's back
Bombs
out
on second phase. You can see the white ring. Rolling Thunder comes around.
Oh, and it hits. Rolling Thunder hits. He's got a spam fire, and he can't do it. Steal pops him with the ult. That was gorgeous. I was like, I was thinking to myself, wait a minute. Why is the breach playing out that far? And Steel died, though, with the op, by the way. But why is the breach playing out that far? Oh, yeah, Rolling Thunder again.
Again, that's the point, Golden Boy. Steel used that 2 rounds ago to wipe them out of B and uses it now in A to wipe them out. That is the benefit of being on your game, pushing forward, consistent kills. You are getting an ult point for every kill. And you know what? He's probably picking up the orbs we talked about people running by earlier, and it is making it count so much.
Neutral orbs are very important. If you're playing with your friends and you won out the neutral orb, there's literally no reason for you not to grab it. The only thing is that it does give off a sound indicator if someone's close by. So if you're, here by Showers, you throw down the neutral, and then someone's like, oh yeah, no, I know that you're going to be located there. So you have to be careful about that. That's about it. Stewie, though, just pushes right onto the site. And him and Elise are going to be able to tag team Hiko on that. It's going to be a rotation now from the back, from the defender's side, and Stewie picked off from the Sheriff from Ska. Ska gets himself 2, identifies where the spy carrier is located, and this whole round has just been flipped on its head as Ska is going to be inside of Showers. Finally, Ska is shut down. Summit gets himself 2. Oh my goodness, Summit. That was from heaven, and then he transferred it down to the player over on the L boxes, and then they win out the round. They're getting closer and closer, Riv.
I need this.
Absolutely wild stuff. What a play to end that one out. I thought Sky was going to be coming up so big on that round, but a great hit by Steel and the rest of the team to come up once again. What they're doing best to try and tie this one up here. So they're going to move themselves now. Looks like towards B a bit. Bomb will go towards Showers. And an off in the hands of Shroud still. He isn't finding too many shots that he wants, and it is starting to affect the game a little bit. They are trying to now figure out maybe where he is so they can smoke out the op. If he's playing far in the back, that means they have to deal with one less person until that smoke clears. Uh-oh.
Concussion. Yeah, I was about to say, okay, orbital strike inbound, and then concussion get frozen, but the wall placed right there to try and block that. Stewie not able to follow up with a second. It does take out AZK. Hiko returned that one and you know, gave them the favor right back. 4-3 as far as the count is concerned. You got Cypher with ult, as well as the Brimstone, and let's keep eyes on that Brimstone, because if they do plant that bomb on B, that could be bad news for them.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a transparent strategy, so I don't know if he's necessarily going to go for it. There's the op in the backfield, as you mentioned, Riv, playing right by B Hall, holding the angle, and Hookah.
Yeah, knowing Shroud has an op, you need to start smoking. Bottom of the list or not, you cannot walk out in the open. He's just waiting, thinking in his head, pull, and you're going to pop out and die. 30 seconds on this. A lot of what the attackers have done this round has been patience, and it seems to be paying off for the defenders. Able to pull up rounds, have a better opening shot if it's not Shroud on the other end that we've seen. And now Elige trying to move in. He's going to probably get a fake plant down. He's got 4 seconds is what it takes to plant, and it's not going to be enough as Hiko finds him moving into the site.
And if it wasn't going to be the player back by Halls, it was going to be the player in Heaven. He had 2 individuals pinpointed right into where he was going to be.
Yep.
But it was a good try there from Elige. Now we're at match point. And looking at the defending side, lots of goodies online for them to use. You have a Res, the Rolling Thunder, the Orbital Strike, and you also have the intel, the Cypher uplink. So you can get information, denial, and you can also bring back somebody. This is it.
Yeah, it's going to be hard as well. They got to get a kill for attackers to even get that uplink. You can break Hookah with Phoenix Ult. It's one of the most common ways to use it on this map. It's a close, tight quarter spot. You're almost guaranteed to fight if they don't wall and freeze you off, which they have been doing. So maybe you actually don't do a Phoenix Ult towards Hookah. It's just a very beneficial thing you can run back if you want. Seems like they're slow going here, and the Phoenix Ult is not going to be used to break anything open. Another slow round coming from the attackers, and a shot actually missed here by Shroud. I think it went through the wall. He may have hit his target, though. He did hit his target, 26 HP.
Did he really? Oh, I can't tell on the upper. I know you saw it for a brief moment there, but there goes the full rotation over to A. Cypher's playing inside of showers. So they're like, all right, we nope B. That's not happening.
There's the ult. Can he break it open, though? Flash with Flash, gets himself a bit. Orbital Strike behind. He gets tagged, and that means his ult is dead. Oh, Ska with the plays.
That was such a freaking galaxy brain play there from Ska, because when he ran it back and he saw him poke around the corner, you might as well put the Orbital Strike down, because as soon as that thing dies, it's enough time for you to be able to destroy the Phoenix, and that is it. GG, as that was a